person.
Oh yeah, I didn't do the names. That's everybody knows who we are. Your comics division, of course.
There you
go. Yeah.
Hello, everybody. This is Comics Division.
Does he talk like that now? I don't remember.
Don't you remember when he did he do like the 1950s?
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, that was his intro. Yeah, you're right.
Hi, Jay.
What do we got? We got show display names, show headlines if we want it.
There we go.
Okay. There you go.
I've discovered that the best thing to do for the stomach flu is to eat. So I'm eating watermelon.
Really?
Because it has water in it, so it must be healthy for me.
I guess so. I was going to. I actually had I thought it would take a little while, so I had a video all packed up. I forgot how loud that piano was when it starts off, but it was from. It had nothing to do with the covers. I just figured it'd be entertaining, and I had the MegaCon couples and all that.
We should always start off with a Buckaroo Bonanza, where they all get together walking.
You know, I've never seen. Wait, no, that's right. I haven't seen that movie in 30 years. I should say.
Where he's walking Peter Burrell's walking down, and they all start walking behind him, and they go across the Buckaroo Bonanza sign.
Oh. Well, tonight is an odd duck. You guys have a lot of videos between you, and I haven't received anything from you guys. So I figured let's continue a title that we've already done, and I think that's what I'm going to do.
You've heard from me, just not the girls.
Pardon?
You've heard from me. I told you a couple times.
Yes, and then our internet went out.
Yeah, their internet went out. So
yeah. Well, I've gotten a couple actually from both of you but for future ones.
Okay.
So what I think I'm going to do is anytime I don't have, like, if you guys don't give me something for yours, I'm just going to throw in. I'm going to throw in. Let's catch up with an old title. You know, like maybe a part 2 of Spider-Woman or something like that.
Like I said, if you don't have enough time to do whatever ours, last minute, because
that's why I would. That's why I would do that. If you guys, even if you guys said, "Hey, let's do," and it's just one title, it really doesn't take too long to collect everything and do. Yeah. Anyway, tonight we're doing Weird Western Tales. We did the first one of our first videos was JONAH HEX Weird Western Tales, and then it just turned into just include everything. So we did from the beginning. I think it started with issue number 12, which was Diablo, and we went to issue number 26. And so tonight, 25, and tonight we're going to do 26 to 38. That clears out all of the JONAH HEX Weird Western Tales. Not saying we can't continue with it, but when we do, it's going to be Scalp Hunter because he took over after JONAH HEX.
So JONAH HEX kind of got his start in like a general Western story, and then okay.
Yeah, it's called Weird Western Tales, and we're going to be ranking the last of JONAH HEX's covers on that title. All right. And with that said, hello to everybody in the chat.
I'll just say this for if you're not sure what to do. I told you DC Animated Universe. Just choose a title.
Just choose a title. All right. That'll be.
There's like I said, there's Justice Adventures. There's Unlimited. There's Superman, Batman. There's multiple Batmans with Kelly Puckett and all that stuff.
All right. I will do that. I'll clear this. There's this one and 2 more episodes, I think, for the next season. So I could either just do my own thing and then have you guys after Ethereal Dragons. And I'll just fill that entire month up with the cartoon comics you guys want to do.
Yeah, it's all
and
good.
I'll toss in a couple of catch-up videos for the last 2 episodes here.
Catch-up videos, Heinz?
Yeah, actually, there is a Heinz ketchup comic book, by the way.
What? Serious?
Yeah. Okay,
does it smell and taste like ketchup?
It does. It really does. No, it smells like and tastes like John Kerry. It's disgusting. All right, so let's go for
John
book 1.
Kerry. What?
Yeah, he married into the Heinz family. That's a very inside baseball joke. All righty, RDV, you lead us off with issue number 26.
And it's kind of cool, the mural capturing behind him, and then you also see the shadow too of Hex on the other side of the wall. his shadow is also captured in the mirror. This is cool. I'm gonna go with 10 with this. Like, I like this.
Alrighty.
It's all done by it's all done by candlelight too, because the light on his face yellow.
Okay, how about you, Amy?
Yeah, it would be interesting to see exactly where the light source is for that. I mean, I think you'd have to, where is that? He's not holding a candle. It's kind of based onto his shoulder. So is it on like a table that's a little below them, maybe? Because if it's like a vanity, maybe that's it. Why would he be
off to the right, though, probably to the window?
Yeah, that's probably it. But this is neat though. It's kind of cool when you see them like using color to affect light, because the yellow almost reads darker than the little pink colors around it, but the contrast especially really does read like the texture and that's all pretty cool. Yeah, this is a cool, mysterious
Okay, you're
starting to muffle out a little bit towards the end there. Are you
kind of roboted a little bit?
Oh, no, I'm sorry.
I heard it's a cool mystery sells the book, but I didn't get the score.
Oh, okay. I'll give it a 10.
Alrighty. And yeah, I'm digging this too. It's a clever
okay.
And everything on the page is the only things that need to be on the page. So I'm gonna.
And it's keeping to the theme of being an old time 1800s.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
I'm gonna try and fix the internet and then hop back if I can.
All right.
Fix the internet. Well, I've tried that before. It doesn't work.
Oh gosh, you're not kidding.
Okay, so let's go to the chat where Dark Kato leaves us off with 10. This is a cool cover.
Kato. I see Jay Lucian. How far up is Kato?
He's right below him. Oh no, I'm sorry. You're right. I had to scroll up a little bit more. Alrighty.
Okay. Eric Boyd says, the reflection in the background and the pistol.
Jay Lucian gives us a 9.
Yeah.
Dark Kato, it's a 10. This is a cool cover.
Alrighty.
Yep. Eric Boyd says, the reflection in the background and the pistol in the front makes it more dramatic. He gives it a 9.
Yeah, Desert Rose gives this a 9.
Joe gives this a non-bouncing 10.
A 10. A bouncing 10.
Eric Green gives this a 10 as well. I don't know what Coco gives it. Hi, Eric.
Coco gives us...
Probably.
Yeah, I kind of wrecked it right out the gate there, right? Last time I didn't skip a thing until the 12th issue. But,
that was funny. Michael Mouse Taylor says 9. Very cool cover and detail. Very nice job on the mirror effect. Oh, boy.
And then Jim Sorensen gives us a soaring 10.
There you go.
I don't make the jokes. I just keep them going.
If Joe DiMaggio would have made his famous hitting streak reach 57, the Heinz Tomato Company was going to give him lots of money. Oh, wow. Okay. Now, Tony Hayes comes in with a 10.
Coco gives it a 2 wire of 10.
Oh, there you go. All righty, gang. We've got 4 9s. We've got 8 10s. This lands a 10. Okay. And remember, if you're watching and you're like, oh, okay, this seems fun. I don't know if I'm allowed to. Yeah, you are. Even if you're new to the channel, introduce yourself. Come on in and give it a rank. You see the scores here: 10, 9, 8, 7. There's awesome, very good, good, average, meh, bad, very bad, horrible, and god awful. If you go god awful, yeah, give a little explanation. Same, actually, I wouldn't mind if the 10s do that as well. But yeah, there you go. All right, let's get the go for book 2. Alrighty, and I need to show the cover before Amy can grade it. Here's issue number 27.
Huh. Let's see. Oh, is this one mine? Am I starting on this one?
Yep, that's your start.
Oh, okay. I was trying not to cut anybody off. All right, what have we got here? Is it just me, or is Jonah Hex the one that's falling off the cliff?
Yep.
Okay. He looks, and maybe it's my imagination, but he looks like a younger fellow in this one, I think. Like, had they quite settled on his design, maybe? Also, it's impressive that he hasn't lost his hat. Like, his hat is much more determined to stay on than most people's cowboys' hats.
He staples it.
No,
it's a character trait. Yeah.
Yeah, this is pretty cool. Oh, look at the background. That's neat. Little scrawling hills and a little river going through it. This is kind of nice. I like it. Yeah, it's pretty good, I'd say. I could see giving this a 10.
Alrighty, and how about you, RD?
Cliffhanger.
Oh, well, probably wondering how I got in this situation.
Always a great start for a story.
I know, right? Because that's exactly what this feels like. They start off, it's like, you're probably wondering how I guess. Let's rewind. Because I want to know, how the heck did he fall off? And he's got a knife.
Well, that's the thing. Is he falling off or is he climbing up?
I looks more like he's falling off and he's trying to hold on for dear life in that branch. And this guy's like, you're going to fall. Or, you got your mind now or whatever. You know, it's a 10. I love this, you know.
Like,
They even did like let's draw some happy trees in the bottom there.
Kind of like when Wesley was climbing up the cliffs of insanity.
And remember, clouds. Alrighty, I actually like this one better than the last one. I like the colors on it.
Yeah. Nice environmental detail.
The contrast between the darkness of the mountain, the moon in the background, and they try to give you a good perspective of how high he is. You know, you get that. Yeah, this is done very well. It's almost you could almost though tell it's like a Buster Keaton thing. Just 6 feet below him is a mat, so if he falls. Yeah. All right, let's get to the chat.
Mm-hmm. Let's see here. It looks like Jay Lucian's starting us off with a 10.
Okay. With a Jim
Sorensen. You got it?
Giving us a 9.
Oh, all right. Eric and Boyd. Well, that's a bit of a cliffhanger.
Oh,
don't look down.
He gives it a 9. That Desert Rose gives it a 10.
You know what's funny? We'll bring up cliffhanger. I do not. My mind instantly goes not back to the Stallone movie. It goes to the Ace Ventura 2 with the raccoon every single time. The raccoon drops.
Oh no!
The raccoon falls because in the original movie, a woman, her rock climbing, yeah, and her gear broke, the buckle broke, and she fell to her death.
Oh no!
You know, they couldn't get to her.
That's
what makes him retire from like being an instructor and stuff. So in the Ace Ventura 2, he was climbing and Ace Ventura was, and then he had the raccoon, and the raccoon his buckle broke, and he's like, no, and the raccoon falls to his death. I love it. Anyway,
the movie Jonah Hex is better than its reputation, but it's not great.
Josh Brolin, isn't it? No,
is it Josh Brolin?
Yeah, it's decent. It's just like I said, it's just not great.
It's because they added supernatural to it. If they would have got rid of that, it would have been fine.
The Vertigo was had that. That's the one that started all the supernatural stuff.
Yeah, it was dope.
Yeah.
What does Desert Rose give it?
Oh, Desert Rose gives this a 10.
Joe gives it a 10.
Oh, look, Barker saying hi to everybody.
Hello.
Tony Hayes says, having a revolver in front of your face is never a good time. I do like it, though. 10.
Yep. Yeah, it's fine as it's not a revolver that you're having.
Michael Moss Taylor, 10. Very cool cover. Nice perspective and nice detail.
You okay?
I'm just kind of under the weather.
All right, okay. I know that one can be a little hard for you. Darth Canis is 8. That's all right. But I had a problem telling if it was Jonah or not. He just looks like any other cowboy.
Well, you can't really see the tear. Like that's the big problem here. You're not really seeing the tear on his face.
You can see it right away. It's clear as day. It's right in front of the revolver on the left side.
Kind of just.
And he's also wearing a gray uniform with the pants and the boots that he always wears.
when you have a character who has,
I guess if you're looking at a small screen, kind of thing. But it's like I don't know any other cowboys in any other magazines, that wear the Confederate outfit, the gray uniform shirt.
He looks like he's wearing blue jeans.
Well, yeah, but he has the Confederate top.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway,
sorry, mine wandering off. Like no. That was
bark. Says 10.
10.
Theo Draken's giving his recap of 1 and 2.
Oh, okay, cool.
7 for number 1 and 9. For
I got
number
those.
2.
They did not change the score though. The ranking.
And that's it.
All right, we got
that one.
1 8 3 9s, 8 10s. Okay, we are starting off strong with the Weird Western Tales.
But here's how you know it's JONAH HEX. It says JONAH HEX on the cover.
Oh yeah.
Yep. All righty. Let's
he's
see.
got a gray hat.
And let's go for book.
I don't
know. We're on issue number 28. So I'm just trying to put
let you do a comic with a Confederate character
nowadays. I don't know. You think like Haunted Tank would definitely have a hard time. All right, here we have issue number 28, and I'm going to give this an immediate 10 because I've always loved this cover. Once again, the face is a little bit obscured, but still, it's a lot of fun. They are not just going to hang him. You see him walking up with a rope. They've crucified him first. So yeah, this is a 10. Give this one 10 as well. All right, RDB, what do you think?
Well, I think a lot of people don't know that Haunted Tank has Confederate ties, unless you actually read the comic book, because I never do that. So they could do them today. It's just they would retcon that out.
Well, the whole point is the tank is haunted by the spirit of Jeb Stuart, a general in the Confederate Army.
But they don't have to do that. They can just add something else. They can still do it today. This won't be Confederate though.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, he's already he's up Schitt's Creek without a paddle. if the sunburn doesn't get him, or the scorpions on the other things, it looks more like they had him on they had him up tied. Yeah, he was tied up and he broke it and he fell down. So then I'm like, oh, you broke yourself free. Now we're gonna hang you. It's like, really?
So now he has to kind of flip over like I am bread and just kind of go down a hill.
Yeah. I mean, it could be worse. You could be like the Lone Ranger tied up to your face, and then you have a scorpion coming towards your face, snakes and stuff. Great movie. Give it a 10 though.
I agree, by the way. That got a lot of flack it didn't deserve.
Yep.
All right, he gives it a 10. How about you, Amy?
I guess it's okay. It certainly is one of those I bet you're wondering how I got into this predicament kind of covers.
That seems to be a JONAH HEX trope.
Seems to be his thing. It's funny. I'm used to seeing, here his facial expression is pretty much the same, kind of like on both sides of his face, which is understandable. His expression probably would be something like, great, now what? But it does make the contrast of the two sides of his face more subtle, which if you're having a hard time reading the character's expression, and I do feel like they kind of settled on a specific face type for him as the series went on, which is interesting and in a higher level contrast to the scarred side of his face, which is probably deliberate. But anyway, I get, hey, he lost his hat. Oh no. Okay, well, he's gonna have to go get his hat somehow.
He doesn't have his shirt either, so.
Oh yeah. Okay, well, hat and shirt in some order, but he'll have to go get them back now. I don't know how he's gonna get out of this, so let's just call this a 10.
But but ironically, his gun is laying there. This is why it's called Weird Western Tales, because it's weird.
That's just weird. Yeah. It's just weird, kids.
Maybe he's gonna roll himself backwards, and then he'll grab it. It'll be like a headstand, and then he can grab his gun, and then he can shoot bad guys.
You know what? If he did that, that would be weird.
That would fit.
Yeah, there you
go.
Yeah, I think so. We've got the solution. Mm-hmm. All righty, let's go to the chat, see what they have to say.
Let's see. Let's see. Did I got this right? I want to make sure I didn't skip anybody.
Yep.
Okay,
Jim.
it looks like Jim Sorensen starting off again with a Jim Sorensen.
Jay comes in with a 9.
Joe gives this is it a bouncy 10 or the regular kind?
We don't do bouncy 10s here.
Oh, okay.
Joe does, though, and it's a 10. A bouncy 10.
Does it, Rose? Gives it a 10.
Tony gives this a 10 and a restraining order.
And Eric and Boyd gives this a 9. Did you want me to get Michael Mouse Taylor? Or are you okay?
Well, here's the thing. I used to read it as Mickey Mouse Xavier. It's just that nowadays I sound more like Julia Child.
Which is also funny.
But so does Michael Taylor, so it's more accurate now.
Michael Mouse Taylor, 10 very cool covers and detail.
And don't forget the butter. Put in plenty of butter.
Put all the butter on everything.
Of course.
Something more in the Miss Piggy now too. Oh, girl.
I know, right? Yeah, that was going on. Hi-ho. Yeah.
Darth Kanos is 7. Same problem as last time, but worse. If not for the name, you wouldn't know who it is.
That's why they put the name on there.
That's a big old name up there. I mean, it does take up the entire thing.
And you can still see his scar on his left side.
Mm-hmm.
Now, if it was like the Batman series, he had the giant freaking softball eye, then he'd have no problem. But they don't do that.
Yeah, he's got to be that big, wide Jackie Lamai.
Yeah.
Old people know. All right.
You're saying that would stop you from buying the book? You don't like it as much because his face isn't as good?
No, I'd buy this.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's like this is more like, all right, he's got his gun laying there. We got guys coming up. He's got a rope. It's like, and he's already tied to this branch here.
He just Geronimo'd over.
What is the end game for this?
Somehow, hero plus gun equals stop bad guys. I guess we'll figure it out.
Maybe he'll talk him out of it. That's what I'm wondering. He's like, you can't kill me. There's something you don't know. Wait, and he was like, oh dang, we can't kill him, boys.
Oh, like that bluff from The Princess Bride, the greatest.
Yeah.
Never.
Trevor, no, smart son, that's Sicilian. When death is on the line. Where?
JONAH, HEX, and Princess Bride. That's what we're getting today, kids.
You know what though? She brought up Princess Bride. It is a darn
twice, by the way. I think she just saw it recently.
As you wish.
As you wish.
All right. And Theo Drake.
Yeah. And let's see.
Did I put stop? I think
is that all of our numbers?
I don't see other numbers.
Until MK gives it a 10.
Oh, there's an MK here.
Alrighty. Okay, there we go.
I see no scar. That's what that giant wrinkle on the left of his face is.
We have a 7 and 3 9s, and once again, ladies and gentlemen, it is turning into a 10 fest.
Scott Eastwood. See, here's the thing with Scott Eastwood. I've seen him actually be good in certain movies. It's just that it's like he's not a bad actor. Like I said, he has bad script. If you gave him actual serious role, he had to do it more and stuff, and they actually good writing.
Hold on, I'll be right back.
Okay.
Turn the camera off, old man.
And away. Oh, what's this?
I don't know.
All right. Well, I wish you left up the next book, then we could talk about that. But that's okay too.
He said go for book 29, but we're on 28 though.
Yeah, he didn't put up.
So I guess whose turn? I don't know whose turn it was, but we'll just put it up there.
Oh, there's a new book. Draw, traitor.
Alrighty. So whose turn is it?
It is Amy's again. Give me just a second here. I forgot I was gonna. Okay. Dominic said he wanted to jump in, so I'm gonna send him the link.
Oh, he's on Sports Ball?
Is he? Yeah, I think he is. But it's kind of like I did the same with you for a while. It just
we have landed in Jacksonville, Florida.
Who
if I will be online hopefully soon.
Tell Ronja hi.
Oh, Maranya.
Yep.
Oh,
Yay!
Goody. I'm glad she's doing all right. All right.
Mm-hmm.
Maranya, did you get your books?
She's not watching. She texted me.
She texted.
Well, then ask her.
I was looking for her.
Did you hear that? Hear the second part? Not sure when or if I will be online. Hopefully soon.
I didn't hear that part. Alrighty, so let me get the go. Wait,
Okay. Yeah, you put in 29. Go for 29.
Did I go for 29?
Yeah, you just need to do the lines part. That's all. So.
Oh yeah, this is a new book and everything. All right, Amy, what do you think?
I can't say that I like it quite so much as the others. Something about his posing and his structure is a little apish, and the character in the foreground is a bit bigger than I might think he should be. I don't know. Maybe they're just supposed to be on a hill, but that's sort of a strange choice to make. It's not terrible though. And the layout of the elements are pretty good. Especially again, they've got that with that really broad trade dress. They've got a relatively narrow space to do the illustrations in. So I feel like the artist is still doing a good job. I think this is good though. I would. Oh my goodness, he needs to work on his hat, but that's okay. I will give it an 8.
Alrighty. And how about you, RDV?
You know why he has a big hand, right, Amy? To hold that giant pistol he's got on his belt.
You're not kidding.
I don't know who the artist is, but they must have changed artists from the last cover because wow, he does have like the gorilla hand, like from like.
That's not how you carry a gun, and they're both doing that.
I forgot what book that was where they had the gorillas were the dominant species. It wasn't Planet of the Apes, but it was like covers, and they had like the humans.
Right.
Yeah, it was the Strange Tales or something. We did that the very first cover ranking.
Because he does have a gorilla hand.
Mm-hmm.
Jeez,
it's weird.
And the gun is
Yeah. The index finger's way too long.
I'm not too worried about the guy in the background being on a hill because remember they didn't have roads back then. They would prop them up and they had a lot of it was so muddy and stuff. They had a lot of times they didn't put gravel down. Because they didn't have gravel.
Right.
They were just like pop-up towns, and everything was all muddy. You should watch was it Horizon? Or basically everything was they had all platforms they built up because majority of the road that was all muddy and muck got washed away. So they had walked around on the boards they laid across it.
Wow.
It was weird. Anyway, I like the guy's hat in the background.
It's like a fancy lady sunbonnet.
He's looking at the side of his gun, man.
Mm-hmm. It's somehow even bigger.
And he's at a distance too. He's got
right. That thing is just going to fall straight through that belt. There's no way that's suspended.
He's got a shotgun with a handle. But I'm gonna go 8 with this. It's just so silly.
It is.
Yeah, I'm agreeing with you guys. The guy on the hill looks like Haas Cartwright a little bit. So, old people know. All right, let's go to the chat.
All right, let's have a look at the chat. And this is book 29.
Yep. So we're starting with Jay.
All right. Where is it? Oh, there's Stop.
He's right above Larkbark. The blue.
Oh, group of 9. Oh, there we go. All right, so Jay Lucian is starting us off with a 9. Let's see, and Joel gives this an 8. And Desert Rose gives this a 9. Jim Sorensen gives this a Jim Soren. I don't know where to fit an 8 in there. He gives it an 8.
Yep.
Police Academy. I'm not sure how that comes into this, but cool. Darth Kados is 10. Now this is cool. Yeah, you can see the shape of his face a little bit better. But there's something strange. Well, they changed artists, and so the character's overall profile changed. But I mean, they were still figuring this book out then, so that's totally reasonable.
Okay.
So hi to Maranya from her and Sammy.
Who's the police academy? Tony. I don't know why he said, but he said the. Oh my god! It's the guy who's from Blue Oyster.
Oh,
it was a police academy reference, but I'm not sure what he's referencing in this comic book that relates to police academy. But,
Michael Mouse Taylor says 8. Very cool cover, colors, and nice detail. And Eric and Boyd gives it an 8.
that guy is already dead. He just doesn't know yet.
That's a draw, Truder. If he had like a sketch pad and a pencil, all would be forgiven. Ethereal Dragon says, blah, 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 which means 7.
You forgot the at the end.
Oh, blah, 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 blah.
So cute you try to do it. It's like
That was worth it.
it's like a little kid trying to copy their dad. It's like I could do it too. MKF 30 says probably not the safest place to have a gun.
Nope. I'm just gonna follow.
Doesn't he have a holster on the?
You think so? I mean, he's got ammo on that one side, but they remember that part. But for some reason,
nobody tucked their guns in like that in the Wild West because they had the holster.
They had holsters.
That's what it's there for.
And that's why the ammo belt had the holster attached to it. Oh my gosh.
I mean, if you unholstered it, it would be pointing in the wrong direction. You're not going to
one wrong movement.
Well, right now it's pointing at his knee, and
that's not
may
great.
be blowing his genitals off on the way to the knee.
All right, this one says one wrong movement. Jonah's on having kids. 10.
This
Dark Admiral
one-
March Hare gives it a 9.
Oh, okay, sorry.
Oh, March Hare.
Now this ended up being an 8 because it had 7 8s and only in 7 of everything else. So there you go. All righty, let's get the go for book 5. How's this working?
I don't know how it works.
Would make sense if it was
RDV. That should have been RDV. This would have been Amy.
Right there.
All right.
Unless he's
Yeah,
terrible.
Amy did this one.
Yep. So I'll give you this one for this round, and it is book 30.
He's on trial
Uh-huh.
by the captain from a police academy.
Okay.
Gentlemen of the jury, how do you find Jonah Hex?
Right over there.
That's what-
By looking.
He's got this Confederate, uniform. You can see that more on this. He's still got the blue jeans on.
Mm-hmm.
But he looks like he's a guy from Strange Brew
Yeah.
with that hairstyle.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah.
It's like
Not the not Rick Moranis guy. I used to know his name, but it is.
he's on SVT. Yeah.
Those are cute boots.
Oh my goodness.
Cute boots. Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess. Yeah. They're mad because he deserted or something. I don't know.
I have no idea.
Anyway, I'm gonna go. I'll go 9 with this.
All right. Amy, what do you think?
It's fine. It's got the layouts. The layout's okay. The light kind of pouring in from one side. That's interesting. I don't know if you. Well, it's not cross hatching. I guess it would still qualify as hatching though. It kind of an interesting way to divide up the layers. The worm's eye view thing works pretty good here. It has interesting framing, and as near as I can tell, the characters are rendered well enough. Yeah, it's fine. I think I'd probably give it, a 9. I think.
All right.
If you look behind the old dude pointing at him, there's actually a photo of a woman.
Is there?
I actually like this quite a bit, so I'm going to go 9 plus 1. Let's go to the chat.
Let's see here. Michael Mouse Taylor starts us off with a 9.
Tim Sorensen says 9.
Oh. And Dark Admiral March Hare says, nah, I can't do the rabbit one very good. This is a 9.
Yeah, it just says 9 there, Doc.
There you go. Desert Rose gives us a 9 as well.
Ethereal Drake is looking for the rabbit. Going, blah, 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 blah. 9.
Arrogant Boyd gives us an 8. Let's see.
Joe says 8. Gives new meaning to a hung jury.
Ooh, Jay Lucian gives us a 10.
Well, Tony Hayes get a 10.
Uh-huh. And
What does the cat say?
the cat says meow 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 9 meow 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 meow, which translates. I don't have this quite right. 9. Poor Jonah looks like he's thinking, man, I really am hexed.
All right, let's get the stop.
This must be Jonah before he got the scar.
You think so?
Every time they draw him, his hair changes a different color.
And with this one, we had 2 8s, taking out 2 of the 3 10s. There's 1 10 left versus 8 9s. This is a 9, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, but it doesn't change the score, but the placing, but it does change the score. We just got another
Appreciate you,
10.
okay?
Thank you for the score, man.
All righty, let me move this cover up.
To the sun.
And this time it is my turn as we
All right.
go
My turn.
What do we got?
for what are we on? We are issue 31.
Alrighty.
Issue 31 of 38.
Cool.
Oh,
It's
so cool.
a bit like Gary Shipman.
Alrighty, and this is what 31 looks like.
What?
Draw a hex. We paid for a killing and we aim to get one. So basically, they're forcing him to fight this gunfighter.
Oh, all right. So now this makes more sense because he has the holster on his left, but he still has a second gun. And it's
Okay.
So he's just
it's
rather
his backup.
yeah.
Well, it's actually easier to draw from there than from there, I guess, maybe.
That's not how we. That's not how that is, though.
Draw a hex. I forgot my pencil at home.
I don't care. I don't care. I dig on the colors here. The sunset looks great. It's a silly ass cover. I'm giving it a 10.
Great.
All righty. How about you, RDV?
That town just stretches on forever. It goes in a V form.
Mhm.
It goes to the right and goes off to the left. That doesn't go straight down. So, yeah, the color is behind him. Everything, you know. Not digging the face because you can't see the scars. I'm wondering, is this pre-scar?
Maybe it
No.
explains how he left the Confederacy or something.
Maybe if it's continuing from the second issue, I don't know. But yeah, I'm gonna go 9 with it.
All righty. How about you, Amy?
I mean, the fact that it looked at it and had an immediate reaction, I think that's cool. Something that communicates that cleanly and that fast. It clearly does work. The framing's nice in it, and the colors are bright. I think I will give it a 10.
All righty. Let's go. Let's go to the chat.
All right. Michael Mouse Taylor starts us off with a 9. Nope, a 10. Oh boy.
Okay.
All right, what do we got here? After Michael,
Let's see.
James Sorson gives it a 10. Of course.
And the Serial Dragon says, it's 9.
You know, it's just worth coming here just to hear that. I didn't care about the cover. Just hearing that.
And the Desert Rose gives us a 10.
Joe gives us a 9, and Steven Spock gives us a alien hive Vulcan.
Mm-hmm. Hi, Steven Spock. Let's see. Those gentlemen are dead already. They just don't know it.
Hey, Steven Spock. What's up? Long time.
Eric and Boyd say 9.
Then give it a 10. Oh, Steven Spock gave it a 9 too.
Darth Kayla says, yeah, it's not fair for them to tell him to draw and supply him with any paper or pencils.
I know, right? Is he supposed to draw with his foot on the ground? I mean, I guess if it's sandy, you might be able to get by it. But if they're on top of one of those little wooden plank things, then what's he supposed to do?
That's not Sandy. Sandy's next door.
Well, then maybe Sandy's got some pencils or something.
Hey, J. Lucian coming in with an 8.
Oh, right.
MK30 saying, "What did the Iranian terrorist say when he saw Mrs. Big shot him? I ran!" Oh, man, you're as bad as those Twitos!
That was bad.
10.
Like a romantic.
No. That's when they say goat. Bad.
Bad. That was very bad. That was a bad joke. That was a really bad joke. Oh my gosh. Wow. Somebody told that joke. All righty. What we got here is 1-7. And let's see. We also trying to take 6-9s, trying to take down 10-10s and failing.
Hey, what's the difference between Angleton and Iranian? One likes goats, the other one likes donkeys.
That reminds me of that joke in Raising Arizona where it says, how many Polish people does it take to change a light bulb? 2, because it's too damn stupid. Yeah. It was just Okay. All righty, let's get to the go for book. What are we on? We are in issue number 32. All righty, it is all you RDV. There you go.
That's right. It's all me.
Too, because they're so darn stupid. All right, there you go. JONAH HEX, issue number 32.
Man versus bear versus Native American.
American Indian.
Hey, they just say weird Western for a reason.
That's amazing. This comic's bear, right?
He just wants a pig in the basket.
That's right. He's out not wanting to give him his picnic basket, though. He's like, no, it's mine. It's got sandwiches.
All I know is that guy with the bow and arrow was a horrible aim because he's going to go way away from JONAH HEX.
Like, is he trying to get JONAH, the bear, the moon? What is he aiming at?
It looks like he's just going to go to the left of JONAH or he's aiming too high. Either way, that bear, though, it looks like a bear tiger almost, doesn't it?
It does. I'm kind of not quite how bears are shaped. Not, terrible, but
maybe it's a
bear.
It could just be your really big fat cat,
But what if it's a guy? What if they wanted to try and hold this guy up? So they sent somebody out into the camp in like a bear suit to just go brr, and hopefully scare them off.
Oh yeah, he's got the T-Rex body.
Right?
Regardless though, I'm giving it 11 at 10.
And you can see where the little flap goes over the shoulder for the headpiece. So yeah, I think it's
JONAH. It must be a cub because he had to kneel down for the bear to be taller than him too, which I love.
Ooh, is that
like JONAH's like 12 feet tall? This must be a cub.
Yeah, must be. He's just a little bear.
What do you say, Amy? What's your score?
I like this. I mean, if I look at it, immediately it reads, laughs, and makes me want to see what's going on next, then that is a success by any stretch of the imagination. So I would definitely give this a 10. I just wonder though, I see a little, it looks like off in the distance, is that like somebody riding a horse, or did somebody sign their name with a W? But way off in the background, like it looks like there might be somebody coming up a trail.
I mean, it looks like it's just a regular valley way or desert. Who knows what it could be an animal for us, or this could be a signature, but
yeah, that could be.
Or it's just a mistake.
Yeah. Also an option. Hard to tell without getting it and having a closer look.
All right. So I gave it. Good.
Oh,
what do you score this, Amy? Okay, and yeah, I'm not feeling it as much as you guys. I'm going 8, but let's go to the chat and see what they have to say.
You're unbearable.
Every party has a pooper. All righty, so let's start with Michael Taylor there and his 10.
All right. And then MK.
All right. Yeah, Engeldine. Like, wow, that's one of the worst jokes I've ever heard in 2025. I'll say 10 to this unbearable cover. And yes, Dark Emerald, my chair says, "What's up there, Doc? You got 10 here?"
Eric and Blake gives this a 10.
Steve and Spock says 8. Are they lately logical?
Jay Lucian says 7. That bear.
Well, it's not Comet Bear.
Oh no, and Comic Bear. He's fun.
Crazy Hungarian, what's up, buddy? Give it a 9.
And Jim Soren Sen gives us a Jim Soren 6. It kind of fits.
Joke saying 10.
Oh, right. Desert Rose gives us a 9.
Tony A saying Leo DiCaprio has nothing on JONAH HEX. Didn't watch that movie. 10.
And
The revenue was pretty good.
yeah.
Dark Kato says 7.
That's how he got.
It's almost too much to bear.
That's the movie that got him into his
Trouble?
Golden Globe, wasn't it?
Into the what?
That's how he got in with the Hollywood. The Revenant. Did he get a Gold Globe for that?
Titanic was his. Actually, he got an Oscar nomination for What's Eating Gilbert Grape, and that kind of put him on the map. And he did the Basketball Diaries, and then the one that took place in Thailand.
Well, no, I'm saying he embraced climate change, and all of a sudden that's when he finally got an
he
award.
He was that before that. It was Titanic that really blew him up. Yeah, and he was already into climate change and all that kind of shit back then.
Well, I'm just saying he hadn't really fully done until later. He didn't. That was that movie. He finally went full blown. And then
that was years after Revenant. Yeah, you're talking about Don't Look Up. That movie sucked.
I'm not talking about that. No, I'm talking about way before that.
Oh.
Yeah, that's how he finally got his first Oscar. Otherwise, he didn't have one before.
Yeah, this was his first Oscar. It should have been for many other things. Actually, I thought
Titanic should have been his first one, but anyway.
I think What's Eating Gilbert Grape. He played a retarded guy. I swear, I was like, "That's a retarded."
Mama,
dude.
wake up, Mama! You hi to Mama.
That was a really good.
I think of the sorry. I think of the Family Guy episode every time with the squirrels. All right. Next one is. After that is.
Where are we?
Oh, we're here. We're not last week. No, 3-Year-Old Dragons giving it an 8.
Okay. Let's see. It looks like after that, One Slick Dude gives us an 8 as well. Darth Kato has a bear. Rawr!
All right. One Slick Dude also playing catch up 1 through 9.
Okay, I'm gonna put stop again.
Yeah, the Gilbert Grape, the dead mom scene was harsh in that movie, but when you watch a Family Guy version of that, where she's like a big heifer, saying, "Come on, give me some of that cupcake," and I was just like, "Dang!" I can't stop laughing every time I see that though.
Sometimes that happens when the parody actually eats away at the
eats away.
I can't watch Signs anymore. I watched the Nostalgia Critics review on that, and that probably is his best review, and it just tore Signs apart for me. But
I don't even have to do that. I just look at the scene where I watched the first time. You know that door opens the other way.
Oh yeah,
when they're nailing it shut. It's like
already. I think. Let's see. Wait a second.
They literally pull open the door and then they nail it shut. It's like it opens from the other side.
Okay, so this one is to Amy. And Amy, you get issue number 33.
I do. Is there Funny Bear in this one?
33. Do you notice a lot of people want to just knock him off a cliff?
Yeah, that seems to be a thing for him. He should probably, I don't know, invest in a parachute.
He's trying to find Cliff Cornwall.
It could be. He's probably by a cliff. Probably, I decided.
Why would we name Uncle Cliff? Because he fell off a cliff.
But it was okay because he had a plane. What am I looking at? We've got this guy, and he's
Apache warriors or some kind of tribe that's basically attacking him, and they got his lover tied up.
Oh, right? Okay.
So
and they've got their feet tied together, so he's about to pull this guy off the cliff.
So maybe they're in a warriors thing where they tie each other and then they fight to the death. It's like a custom thing.
Okay, well then his strategy of kicking him off of a cliff is a terrible strategy because
I don't think he kicked him. I think Jonah just kind of stumbled back and he's like, "Oh, God."
Oh no! Right? You better try and get some good footing in a hurry here, buddy. You're going down with him. Of course, it might just be 2 feet up in the air. Oh my gosh, that hand! Oh no! Oh no!
Which one? The one holding the axe?
Alrighty, the wheels came off, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh Lord. Okay. I'm glad this picture is really blurry. Okay. That's fine. Sure. Yeah. Okay. Let's. Oh, good Lord, no. Let's just. Yeah, 7. Yeah, 7. Let's just do 7.
We'll do 7. Alrighty. Are you talking about the hand that seems to be on backwards?
Yes, that one.
Or actually, he seems to be holding the hatchet between 2 fingers.
Mm-hmm.
That's actually. I think that's what. Yeah, and no, but if his other fingers are down that low, what we're looking at is the hatchet is through.
Yeah, they stuck like a wad of meat at the end of one of his arms, which is too short given the length of his shoulder, and just went, "That's a hand," and stuck a little thing through there and said, "Okay, that's a hatchet."
Yeah, you're right. It would be like if your arm went all the way to here,
right,
and then the rest was
that.
Yeah. Okay.
And then they just forgot to draw a hand. And...
RDV, what do you think of this?
I think it's time to bury the hatchet.
Okay.
Let bygones be bygones. Let tiny baby hands be tiny baby hands.
Tiny baby hands.
Let's bygones be guygons, ladies and gentlemen. Let's make sure that happens.
Yes. Alrighty. There's a signature at the bottom there. I don't know who it is, I like
mine.
Here's this thing. If you focus on his face, the scar is there again.
The scar's there at least. Yeah, you're right about that.
Yeah. The concept of this, like, they were fighting, and then he lost his footing and is falling, and now they're both gonna fall. You kind of want to know what's gonna happen. Like, how is he gonna get out of this one? It's like the Duke brothers, you know. It's like,
there you go again.
Exactly. How's it gonna get out of this? I'm going 10. I like this. The girl looks like she just stepped out of like a 1970s show.
No, she does. Like, I think I'm on the wrong set.
She's like, I thought this was the Brady Bunch.
What did you score this, Sammy?
What now?
What did you score?
7.
All right. Yeah, I think I've got to go the same. It's all right. It's good cover until you look at it. Yeah. All right. So let's go to the chat.
Okay. It looks like Ethereal Dragon says, that means this is an 8.
You come off more like Gonzo. Sorry.
I'll try next time.
Hey, crazy Hungarians in the house.
You just noticed?
10, 7, yep.
We said his name yesterday. Oh my gosh. Last issue.
See. MK? Let's see.
Where's MK? It says, I thought Leonardo DiCaprio got big from Critters 3. I'll go 8 here. Actually, no, it's Quick and the Dead.
That was a good movie. I like it.
Jim Sorensen agrees with that 8. He gives it an 8 as well.
That was my kick when I started watching all the Sharon Stone movies after watching Basic Instinct. I'm like, I want to see more of her and everything else.
You do see more of her and a lot of everything else.
All right, what we got here? Dark Admiral March Air says, it's an 8.
Steven Spot gives it an 8 as well.
That crazy Hungarian comes in with a 9.
Yeah. Michael Mouse Taylor says something went wrong and gives this a 7.
But Tony says,
sorry.
Tony says it was as a perfect 10.
Nice. And Joe gives this a 7.
A bouncy 7.
Desert Rose gives this an 8.
The fact that nobody knows it's
don't care. It's my thing. I've got one thing here. I've got one. Give me the thing. I want the thing, man. You guys have a thing. I want the thing.
I want the thing too, but we won't give him in the movie though.
Yeah, we get a bearded thing that won't say clobbering time.
But no, but don't worry though. When he shaves, there'll be straws that come off.
And then at the end of the movie, he'll be like, "It's clobbering time."
But you won't hear it though. We'll cut it off.
When Slick Dude gives us an 8.
Oh yeah, we're doing things here, aren't we?
I'll just keep running the scores under. That's fine.
Okay, cool.
Darth Kato says meow 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 10, which translates roughly to 10. The Indian fellow must still be mad about Jonah fighting his bear friend.
Remember, we can't call them Indians because they're not from India. They're native. They're natives.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Pleased to be coming into the shopping mart.
Let's see. Eric and Boyd gives us an 8.
I think that's offensive to all Indians.
The fact that we believe they all work at a 7-Eleven in their own home country?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, they've got casinos. So, yeah.
I was going to say, 7-Elevens must be really huge.
So it's more like,
India.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Pleased to be playing the blackjack. Go to the jackpot slot machine. Lose all your money.
One sick dude says, when Amy says fine, that's a kiss of death.
That is true facts. Yeah.
How was your date? It was fine.
Yeah. Yeah, we don't want to hear that. I'll tell you what. If you ask your lady friend, are you okay? I'm fine. Pick up the car keys, exit the house, go watch a movie, do whatever you need to do while they are getting better. That is my marriage advice for the day.
Michael Tiller says, "Dear God, lower mine to a 6."
Done and done.
I didn't know the lesser girl spoke Swahili, says Tony Hayes. There's only one here right now. Yeah. But wait, there might be the same person.
When they're separated, they don't speak any foreign language, but together they speak 12.
Oh, cool. We have superpowers when we're combined.
There you go.
Speaking of
it's like the Power Rangers when they're separate, but when they're together they form one big lesser sister.
The Wonder twin brother just popped up in Aquaman last week.
Cool.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Hey, score time. We have 1 6 taking out one of those 3 10s. We've got 3 7s taking out the last 2 10s and the only 9, and then we've got 8 8s. There you go. All righty, let's move this to the 8s.
Poor Michael says he's being grabbed in the wrong spot.
What was the last one? We had 1 6 and 2 7s, taking out 3 of the 6 10s. We have 4 8s, going in all the way down to 1 9, and it was a 9 already. Boom, boom. We are rounding the corner here. Oh,
boom, boom,
boom, boom. I kill. That's what I do. And now I've got the chance to do it again.
That's the songs I had. Boom, boom, boom.
Cops
in my room. Then the night take
and all I have to do is sit here and do nothing.
Venga Boys, man. That's all I think. Which one says it?
All righty, issue number 34. Let's go. And the other thing, I don't know if you watch Brooklyn Nine-Nine, but there's one of those pyramid schemes for a health thing. Mm-hmm. And every time they meet each other, boom, boom, RDV. Boom, boom, that's how they greet each other. So that's what I hear. So, okay, go for book 34.
No, when they're talking to you, they're actually saying "boomer."
Go boomer, go boomer, go boomer.
All right, there you go.
All right, this is the one I lead off on, and you know what?
His canteen at quicksand. That's not a great idea.
Well, I don't know. He might just be sitting next to quicksand and he had his canteen. But you're right. It does look like he sat there because he's like on one knee, like he knelt down to do something. I'm gonna drink quicksand. It could very well be. Take that bit away because we don't know. He just might just enjoy sitting there. I like this. I'm going 9 on this one. I dig on this. All right, RDB, what do you say?
He better watch out for Winnie the Pooh there.
Okay.
Oh yeah,
Winnie the Pooh's coming out of the honey. You're gonna shoot him. And as far as we know, that guy might not. That guy's probably dead. The guy's in the quicksand. He probably went under, and he's going for a nap.
You would think he should be.
And now he's just like his horse is sleeping to the right of him. He's out of water. The other guy who just basically tried to off him is now in the quicksand. And yeah, he's death of a bounty hunter. A duel in the desert ends in a death. So he won, but at what cost? He has no water. He has no horse now. You know, and so I'm gonna go 10 though. This is great.
Alrighty, Amy, what says ya?
Okay, so I think he's probably riding around. It's whenever you see this color of green and these sort of shapes, it's almost always indicative of like a jungle or swamp or something like that. So just those patterns, the way that it's kind of hanging off of the gun makes you think, oh, it's like, so he's in a jungle or something like that. And his horse is taking a nap. And this guy was waiting in ambush, so he's getting ready to jump out of a pond. And I'm not sure that's going to work really good, because if you've just been underwater with a revolver and you try to jump and like shoot at somebody, I'm not sure if that thing's going to fire right or not. Maybe guns don't care about being underwater, but I wouldn't want to try it anyway. But generally, I don't think you'd really want to try and surprise JONAH HEX. I don't think that's going to work out well for you. Overall, I would say that this is pretty well put together. It does make you go, what in the world? It's interesting. I think I could give it at least a 9.
Okay. And with that, let's get to the chat.
All right, what's in the chat tonight? All right, wonder what the Lester's powers are.
Whatever.
One's the draw.
There you go. I was really good at programming. Oh, Michael Mouse Taylor is starting us off with a 10. Oh boy. Let's see.
Steve and Squawk says 10.
Oh no. Okay. Ethereal Dragon says. There you go.
Down in Tasmania. I love that show.
Mm-hmm.
Should have had more of it.
I like the Tasmanian cartoons. You know.
Yeah, They should have had. Well, yeah. I'm just saying the Tasmania cartoon was great because they had his family. They had his family. He was the dad, and he had all the kids and the wife, and they're all.
Yeah, I remember it. I remember it. My cousin used to watch it, but I was about a day old for cartoons.
Yeah, I know. You're old.
I'm old.
Tony Hayes says these covers are great. 10.
They really are pretty good. Jim Slurrin 10 gives this a Jim Slurrin 10. I'm so happy when that works out.
Dark Edward March Hare isn't feeling as much. He says 9.
And the Crazy Hungarian says, wow, I really do like this one, though. He gives it a 10.
But what does the kitty cat with the lightsaber say?
Kitty cat with lightsaber says 10. Meow, 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 which translates roughly 10. This is awesome. It seems like covers with a character pointing a gun at someone from off the screen are the best covers. Yeah. It does make you wonder what's going on. And Desert Rose gives this a 10.
Joe gives us a 9 because
Because.
You know what kind of 9 he gives it?
No.
A bouncy 9.
He gives it a square. It was a square 9.
A bouncy square 9. That would make it a gelatinous.
There's don't bounce unless you hit him with the car.
One slick dude gives this a 9 as well.
JONAH HEX played by Chevy Chase.
What?
Yes.
What?
Yeah,
No.
especially now, Chevy Chase. Yes. You know what? I mean, if Warner Bros. And if they're gonna do train wreck superhero movies, let's really derail this shit. I'm all for that.
Yeah, all right. And then we'll never get another superhero movie ever again. I'm all for it too.
Is Chevy Chase in a superhero movie?
No. Chevy Chase is known for for Fletch. More comedy. So Funny Farm, 80s.
Fletch is funny as hell. I like. Oh my gosh! I love the movie. I could see it's Goldie.
National Lampoon's.
It's a Goldie Hawn somewhere. Something. God damn it! I hate it when I blank out on movies because I did just watch Foul Play, which was good. And Funny Farm is one of my favorite films of his. But I'm a Chevy Chase fan. All right, we did also have MK saying, "Oh yes, he was good in Quick and the Dead. Critters 3 was his film debut. Fun fact. Also, Vinkman, which movie is this quite from? Is it safe? I'll say a 9.
Also, One Slick Dude gave it a 9.
And then we have a One Slick Dude 9, which we have 10 9s up against 7 10s, and this is a 9, ladies and gentlemen. Alrighty. Zoinks. Do you know what movie the line "Is It Safe" is from?
Let's see. Is it about like a thief that's trying to
I'm gonna tell you right now, I'm not doing any of guessing games right now because I do not feel good right now.
Alrighty.
Well,
MK might think that "Is It Safe" is from Gremlins 2, by the way. It is from a movie with Dustin Hoffman and not Errol Flynn, the really good actor, Hamlet. He was in Clash of the Titans.
Never watched either of those.
But anyway, it was from a movie called The Marathon Man. Help me out, Jim.
Oh, Marathon Man! I watched that one time. Dustin Hoffman, and the Nazi pulls his teeth out.
Yeah, the actor that plays the Nazi, there he's trying to get information, and he has the drill, and he.
Someone says
Tom
safe? Cruise and someone.
Laurence Olivier, thank you, Chris.
I was gonna say Tom Cruise in Mission Impossible, one of those gigs. He says it a lot of times. Those. Yeah.
Alrighty, we're gonna go for book 35 with RDV leading us.
JONAH HEX getting another on this collection. Is it only the New 52 though? Because I mean that is not worth it. I want the 1970s. I want this collected in there.
Yeah, I like the New 52, but I agree with you. Let's get this. Let's get the Weird Western.
Because this only has a showcase in black and white.
Yep.
And that's out of print and expensive.
I like him in the Owl video as well. Vacation is funny. I love the Vacation movies, all of them, except for the one with Cousin Eddie on the island. Somewhere. What the hell? It was Chevy Chase. It was Goldie Hawn. It was Charles Grodin. I gotta look this up, or it's gonna drive me freaking nuts. Seems like old times. Okay, good. I didn't have to look up. That's one of my favorite. It's an older one. It's not one of his franchise ones. So I don't doubt that a lot of people here probably have never seen that movie, but I thought it was. I love it. I love that movie. Foul Play is good. Say again.
Was he also in the Demi Moore one with Dan Aykroyd?
Oh yeah. Nothing But Trouble. It was horrible.
I hate that movie so much.
It was a really bad movie. And they tried to sell that one rap group, the Humpty Hump. Yeah.
You know, that group actually did blow up though. For a while.
Yeah, for a little bit. I forgot its name.
Because they're also Kid and Play as well.
Clint Eastwood, when he played the outlaw Josie Wales, is about as close to JONAH HEX. And by the way, he is he is an ex-soldier that was they were supposed to go somewhere and sign a treaty and offer up their surrender. And when they get there, all of the Confederate troops are gunned down except for Josie Wales. So he goes on a revenge kick. If you have not seen Outlaw Josie Wales, you should. It is amazing. That truly is. All right. So 35, it is RDV's turn.
I think I actually might have just picked this up last week.
Really?
1 minute from now, either JONAH HEX or this woman will die, or both. She's titled to news. It looks like you're gonna pull because the wagon. She's attached to the wagon. If they pull the wagon away, she'll fall off and then she'll hang. So, here's the only problem with this. I got to give this a 5, or not. Actually, no, I'm gonna go higher. I'll go higher. I'll go 7.
Okay.
He has no scar. So I don't know. Is this supposed to be a prequel or what? Because he has no scar, which I thought he had the scar in the war. That was my understanding, but
I mean, he has a grimace. Is that supposed to be
a grimace? Kind of you know how Two-Face looks?
Yeah. It's supposed to go down from his eye down to his lip.
Right.
It's supposed to have like a piece of skin, and he can go connect to his
supposed
lips.
to be a serious injury, and we have seen a couple of covers tonight that forgot to do the most iconic thing about Jonah Hex.
Yeah, so I'm going 7 because
Right.
Even though everything else in the cover is great, into the detail.
It's a huge detail to miss. I get that. What do you think, Amy?
I feel like there's, well, I guess I'll have to see a few more issues to find out. But I feel like he's starting to come back into sort of the face I'd associated with him, like a little more stern and a little less round. But maybe it just takes a while to find your thing here. Now, this might be what the bad guys are planning, but I think it's when he's got his hat down here and he's like, okay, he's figures he's probably going to be able to get a couple of clear shots out before anybody else can respond. So he's being sneaky and he's planning something. So he's going to save the day somehow. You're not sure how yet, and he's not quite sure how yet either. But I bet it's going to be pretty exciting. I think I will give this. The little details in the tree are kind of nice, and she does have a pretty dress. Maybe a 9.
All right.
You know what he looks like? Simon Stagg.
Who?
Simon Stagg. It looks like
Metamorpho villain.
Yeah, Sapphire's dad.
Oh.
With the mascara on his eyes and everything, the face. It looks like Simon Stagg now.
The guys in the background are done well. She's done well. He's actually drawn. If this was regular cowboy, he's drawn well.
Mm-hmm.
But I can't give it a 10 just because there's no scar.
I can't. I disagree. She's not done well. She's about to get killed.
But everything else is dang near perfect. I think I'm gonna go 8 on this one.
He's gonna save the day.
All righty, let's go to the chat.
All right, we'll load Henry first before we get in there. We'll say Henry says Clint Eastwood when he played Outlaw and Josie Wales, it's close enough to Jonah Hex for me. Honestly, yeah, I like that. Jay Lucian starts it off with an 8.
Michael Mouse Taylor says, "Oh boy, this is a 9."
Joe gives this a 10.
Oh.
No bouncing. Bouncing has been outlawed, just like dancing.
Oh no, I'm not sure if that worked out well for that movie.
The original plot was they were bouncing wasn't allowed. They switched it to dancing because more people cared about dancing.
Who gives it 10?
Dark Admiral March Your Hair gives it
Wait. Joe doesn't just give 10s. Joe gives bouncing 10s.
Not just like give bouncing 10s. You are out of line, sir.
This entire court's out of line. Anyway.
And Steven Spot gives it a 10 as well.
I love comics. Yes, I was thinking Dustin Hoffman movie. Who's funny, Chevy Chase or Will Ferrell? I'll say 10.
Chevy Chase, and I've got a reason why. But and he says 10.
I'd say they both started off funny in the beginning of their careers, and as they go on, they get worse.
Okay, now the only thing that keeps, I think it's the on Chevy Chase factor these days that's killing it. But here's the thing. This is why I say Chevy Chase. Will Ferrell, I think, is a very funny guy. But Will Ferrell turns everything into a Will Ferrell movie. And after a while, his stuff, you've seen it. It's kind of like Mike Myers. Mike Myers was brilliant for about 5 or 6 movies. And then it's like, wait a second, didn't you do that in that movie? Chevy Chase finds the funny in the script. And I think that's why, even though nobody likes to work with him, when he is working, he knows how to read the lines that are in the script. And I think that makes him better.
So he might be a less funny person to be around, but a better comedic actor.
Yeah, when the camera is on and he's doing his job, he's doing it better, definitely better than Will Ferrell. So, yeah, that's my take on it. So, Darth Kato.
Her hungry, crazy.
Crazy Hungarian.
Is it 10?
Yes. I still say Caddyshack was his best role. Agreed.
I can't argue that. That might have been his best role.
Darth Kato?
Darth Kato says 10. Meow, 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 meow. Which means 10. Jonah's just hanging around with his new girlfriend. It's pretty cool. And Desert Rose gives this a 10 as well.
Alrighty then. And then James Sorensen gives it a 10.
All right. Chevy Chase is funnier, says Desert Rose. Outlaw Josie Wales, maybe my favorite Clint Eastwood, says Joe. I think so too. I think so also. I watched that. It was on HBO all the time. I watched it damn near constantly. Wasn't JONAH HEX a scar given by the Native Americans after the war?
I don't know, but our scores from Ethereal Dragon says, which translate to 7, and I want a banana.
Henry Jeremy gives it a 7.
Yay.
Yes.
Tony
yes.
Hayes says those men are
One's
already
like, dude,
dead.
is it an 8?
Did I skip him?
Jojo. Hi, Jojo.
Then we get down to Henry Jeremic,
All right.
7.
Do, 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 do.
Then it was not Ninja Shadow, or it's just a Whiz up!
Are we going way back to the 2000s? What's up?
Dude, that's when like Budweiser commercials are awesome.
All right,
Awesome.
we got a 10 from Tony Hayes saying those men are already dead and they just don't know it.
Well,
Manga
someone-
Reader gives it a 10 as well.
Someone better tell them. How has it been? Well, it's been great. I don't remember you, Ninja Shadow. I apologize if you had a different name before. I don't remember him.
Oh, yay.
Alrighty. Wow, that's Mike Myers, Austin Powers.
No.
Yep. I agree. Well, I liked the So I Married an Axe Murderer. I liked the Austin Powers film. The Shrek films were brilliant. And then he just hit the wall. And everything after that has been bad to terrible. Did y'all see that TV show he starred in a while back? It was god-awful stuff. All right, but what we got here is 2 7s and 3 8s and 2 9s trying to take down 10 10s, and they just could not do it.
Oh,
They fell
Baka
3
Squad.
short.
Okay,
All righty, and here we go.
now I remember.
And now right now we're sitting at 5 10s, 3 9s, 2 8s.
Well,
As
they've
we
been
move
pretty
on.
consistently good.
Say again?
They've been pretty consistently good covers, I feel like.
Yeah, they've been kind of very non-violent,
Um,
except for the horse and the quicksand.
Tony Hayes, I'm going to try to either tomorrow or Thursday. All
Me?
right. Let's get the go for book 36, issue number 36. And this time it's Amy's to lead us off.
Oh,
Yay!
Yeah. And here you go, Amy.
Okay, well, darn. He finally figured out how to, use his holsters, and then somebody just ran up and took the things out. Let's see. Weird Western Hex. You're a fool, Bigfoot. I can plug you long before that tomahawk hits me. I mean, probably not if he's literally like 2 feet away from you. Then draw a hex and see who the Great Spirit claims tonight. It's daytime though, because it's like really, really daytime.
Well,
outside.
maybe they're gonna wait 6 hours and then they'll find out tonight.
That's fair. By that time, JONAH HEX should probably be able to find where he left the gun.
Also, we can't tell where the sun is, and it could be getting kind of close to us. We don't know.
Yeah, it could be shooting day for night or something like that.
Or they're in some country where it's just like daylight all the time.
Yeah, could be like up north, right? I think in the summer, like really, really, really up north.
Newfoundland.
Yeah. Oh man. I don't always want to be that guy, but oh boy.
Oh, you can. You're a girl.
I don't think you can be any guy.
Okay.
Okay.
It's fine.
It's fine. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. The little Indian fellow has pretty good energy in his pose. Hex here, I don't know why he's so long-bodied and so short-legged, and the arms are kind of interesting, and the head's kind of interesting. At least he doesn't have little bitty baby hands. I don't know if that's necessarily in this case or not, but
Tiny baby Joan hands.
just a little bit.
Tiny baby John Hands.
But it is kind of an interesting hand shape, so I would applaud them for that. I am conflicted. I think I'll.
Hi, conflicted. How are you?
I'm pretty good, just conflicted. So I'm fine. I will give this. I think I will give this an. I'll give this an A. Yeah, that sounds good.
All right. RDV.
There's only one way to read Jonah Hex now. Like zoinks, you're a fool, Bigfoot. I can plug you along before the tomahawk hits my right scoop. Because actually, it looks like Shaggy. It looks like Shaggy.
He's got the haircut. Mm-hmm.
Just color his shirt green and give him brown pants. He's literally Shaggy.
Yep.
That's true. He does. He looks like a Hanna-Barbera cartoon over here.
Oh my gosh!
All right, let's.
I give us a 6 for that. Sorry.
Okay, I'm agreeing with RDV on this one. It just doesn't do much for me. I'm going 6. All right, let's get to the chat.
Everybody knows that. Oh wow. Okay. Go for book 36. Michael Mouse Taylor says, "Oh boy, 7."
They're all saying the horsey was sleeping. The horsey was very tired.
No, he was totally sleeping. This one.
Joe gives us a 9.
He had a really long walk and he needed to take a nap.
Steven Spock drops it down to an 8.
Let's see. I know, right? Oh, Is It Rose gives this an 8 as well.
I didn't see your comment till now. Honest to God. Once the dude says 7 Hex, it looks like Shaggy. Where's Scooby?
I know,
right? I'm right here.
Darth Kato says 8. Meow 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 meow, which translates roughly 8. Jonah Hex versus Tato in the daylight night.
Ah, yes. Jim Sorensen gives us a Sorensen 7.
There you go. And Ethereal Dragon, oh boy, and Ethereal Dragon gives this a which means 7.
He wants a raven for that.
Henry Jeremic, book 36. The proportions are bad. It has awkward dynamics. It's a 6.
And
The crazy Hungarian says it's a 9. Kid says, "Oh wow, he really does look like Shaggy."
right?
Shaggy's wig fell in the fire. Weed says,
Yeah.
His wing fell in the fire.
Michael Mouse Taylor says lore -7. Dear God, I know it must be a 6 now.
Look at it. I know there's some of them that are like that, right, Michael? It's like it was fine. Oh no.
And why did you put down sticks? Too much time on your hands.
I meant to. Yeah, let's say that. I meant to, sir. Toy Story was better than Aladdin in my opinion.
Maybe you went down sticks because your mind's sailing away.
I am crashing. I've been in the car probably about 24 hours in the last 4 days. I mean, it has been I've just been driving everywhere and I am hot and tired. Yeah, so it could be I am a bit crashing. Here we have 2 6s and 4 7s taking out 1 9 and all 5. Yeah, that's the same thing. All 5 8. So this is a 7, ladies and gentlemen.
Cool.
All righty.
No yawning.
Oh,
no
sorry.
yawning. Yeah, that's not good for the audience. Come on.
Okay.
Oh, it's not good for the panel. We're all gonna start yawning.
I know, right? All right, go for book number. We are on 37.
I don't feel like we've done 37 of these.
No.
I'm yawning too.
We're going to end up being 13 of them. This is book number 12.
Ah.
Yeah. We just started off with issue number 26. All righty, and issue number 37 looks something like this. It's another freaking cliff.
My goodness.
It's always on a cliff.
Mm-hmm.
Like I don't remember the first 12 being like this, or it's
so many cliffs.
yeah, so many cliffs. I mean, one of them was that cool hanging thing, and the other one was the Indians sneaking up on him. Some great freaking covers.
I feel like the ones he did had the scalp hunter and all that stuff were kind of like mentioned in the back, but those might not have been Weird Western Tales. They might have just been JONAH HEX.
Well, I do remember. I do know for a fact in this story, this is a particular cliff that's named after a man who was pushed over it. He was a school teacher in town. That's what the story is all about, and his name was Henry Clavin. So yeah, good story. Yeah, old people know. All right, there you go. But actually, I like this. I'm going to give it a 9. Let's go. Before
Pepperidge Farms remembers old people kneel for first.
Yeah, I do. I made an old people reference. Old people are going to know about the cliff that was named after Joe Clavin.
All right, but who's ranking this?
Oh, I just did. It's your turn.
Okay. Ain't no chance you can grab your guns before we drop you, yeah.
Nobody's gotten it yet.
Wait, that guy's black. I just realized that.
Oh, he's going to be in trouble. Shooting a white guy back in the 1800s. Yeah.
It was a
the winner.
I'm just gonna tell you right now. The fact that he's with his master up there, his governor, he's fine.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So you see cowboy black guy. You're immediate. He's not.
Well, hey. We don't know if this is after the Civil War or whenever.
It's after it is after the Civil War. He is a free man. Yeah.
Was he though?
Yeah.
Are they really free?
Oh, maybe it was before Juneteenth. I don't know.
It wasn't the 1960s where they were truly free. No. Yeah. I'm gonna give this you know what? I'm gonna give it an 8.
All righty then. And Amy, what do you think about this?
And I also say that guy must be a horrible shot. He has to get that close.
Yeah.
I've got to push the bullet through him.
I mean, what? Why are they?
So JONAH can just kick him in the crotch, right? That's how close he is. That's like his way.
Typically, people don't fall up a cliff, do they? I mean,
well, okay. No, he's not falling up a cliff. So, he was chased to the end of the cliff.
Yeah. You ever seen Pride Rock? And I'm not talking about Lion King.
Right. Mm-hmm.
You know how that goes up in the air? That's kind of what this cliff is doing.
Yeah, I mean, kind of. I could see that.
It's just that they're there after Rafiki threw the baby.
Right.
I don't remember the scene where he threw the baby off the cliff.
It was great.
I don't know why that's up in all those animated GIFs, but yeah, like I don't think that's how that went in the movie. It's fine. It's got some issues, but it achieves what it set out to do, so that's okay. I'll give it an 8. That's fine.
All righty, let's get to the chat.
All right. We got a crazy Hungarian starting us off with a 9. Followed by Steven Spock saying 10.
Jim Sorensen gives this as Jim Soren 9. I guess that works.
And Theo Draken goes. That would translate to an 8.
Nice. Michael Mouse Taylor says, "Oh boy, that's not so bad. I'll give this an 8." Desert Rose gives this a 9.
Joe gives us an 8, followed by One Slick Dude saying 9. Then we have Darth Kiddo saying, "JONAH cliffhanger legs."
He really is. Tim Sorensen, with all the cliffs, maybe Hex is channeling his inner Wile E. Coyote.
Jim Sorensen says, "I got the Cheers reference. I just rolled my eyes."
J. Lucian says 8.
All right.
Henry Jeremic, I'm not. He isn't specified. But.
Oh, Starfire! Haven't had a chance to read for her in a while. Henry Jeremick says, book number 37. Jomo Hex has very bad drawn hands. Oh, it is the shame. His right hand has the only 2 fingers. But the rendering is good. It is the 8.
It's a good thing it's not JONAH Hex. He's talking about Joma.
Joma.
Joma Hex. It sounds like he came out of the hood. Joma Hex.
JONAH HEX was the Temu knockoff.
Temu Emu?
How about this one? Lion King versus Little Mermaid. Little Mermaid every day, twice on Tuesdays. And
Lion King, man. Little
Lion
Mermaid
King
was
not all that great.
What?
Yeah, I showed
That
both
was like-
of them. I was, like I said, I was projector. I watched both of them way too many times. Also, then I had daughters. So, yeah, but of the 2 of them, yeah, I'm sorry. Lion King is a little bit surface level. Little Mermaid's better.
Little Mermaid was like, get this crap off my screen. I want to see Timon and Pumbaa.
All righty, what we got is 7/8.
Yeah, and it had
Going
better music
after
too.
2 of the 10s and 5 of the 6 9s, 1 9 stands. This is a 9.
The chat is turning on you. They got.
Oh,
their-
my chat was kids when Lion. Yeah, they of course Lion King was the biggest thing.
You know,
It wasn't as good.
you guys in the 80s.
I'll tell you what. No, I'll tell you what. In the 90s, it's neither Little Mermaid or Lion King being the best of the Disney movies. That was Hunchback of Notre Dame.
Yeah,
Straight up, every day, twice on Tuesdays.
you guys had the horse in the quicksand. We had Mufasa. And then
Okay.
before that, and then we also had Littlefoot's mother. When we were tight.
Yeah, I had to bring it up.
It's like literally, I've seen at Comic Cons. They have. I've seen videos of this. I haven't been to it, but they have the
with
actual
people.
horse where you could try to pull the horse out to safety.
But I'll tell you what. Of the music between Lion King and Little Mermaid, yeah, I do. I think the best song of all of them is probably "Kiss the Girls," but I think overall the Elton John written songs do kind of beat the Ashman songs a little bit. But yeah. Anyway, all righty, RDV, go for book 38. This is the last book of the night, kids. Let's see. Here you go.
Looking pitiful. Just gonna let you go. Sorry.
Oh.
Alrighty. Guy in a chicken costume. Just kidding. This looks like yellow and red don't really go well together unless you're gonna go to McDonald's.
I guess he has to wear some sleeves because it's like snowy out. So he can't just wear the garment by himself. He has to have a long sleeve shirt under it or it'll be too cold.
And he's surrounded by engines. You know, there ain't no way out here. Mm-hmm. He's like, oh crap, they even brought a wolf. And look, you can see part of his scar. So, yeah, how he's gonna get out of this one?
Right?
I'm gonna go 10.
All righty. And Amy, what do you think?
I think this might be the best cover I've seen tonight. It's got a really clear, simple pose. I really like the kind of the clean line art here. It doesn't muddy the details. So the simpleness of the pose and just kind of the way it's folded over, his this near leg, the way it's kind of folded back and the one underneath it, it reads nicely. This little it's a wolf, I guess, probably a wolf and not some kind of cat. Large animal in the front and then framed with the other characters. I like seeing this kind of how can I put this, sort of the exaggerated levels for the size of the characters, because you can see Jonah's face. The pose is really nice, but he's still it's large enough that you can see his overall pose, which is great, but you can still see the detail in his face, which is important for the scar to kind of show up. But the rest of the layout goes with it, and the background details kind of go up into the trade dress, so it it's a good way of keeping the image balanced and kind of extending the layout to make it look more vertical rather than trying to shorten it into the bottom, almost 2/3, pretty basically half of the cover. I think they do that very well. And I like the clear inks, clear silhouettes. Yeah, I really like the way this came out. I will give it a 10.
Alrighty. Well, what did you give it, Eric? Other Eric?
RDV?
RDV?
I think he gave it a 10 too.
Okay, cool. I'm going to do the same thing. This is like what you were talking about. Yeah, this is possibly the cleanest of all of them as well. So there you go. Let's give this one a 10, and let's go to the chat.
Let's see. A lot of people talking about great Disney musicals, which is fun. Michael Mouse Taylor is starting us off with an 8. Oh boy. Let's see. Steve and Spock are giving this a 10. Is giving this a 10? I'll ask later. Desert Rose gives this a 10 as well. Darth Kato says meow 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 10, which translates 10, which is Indian. He says, "You hurt my bear friend, but I won't let you hurt my wolfie friend." Yeah, that makes sense. He's got to save his little wolfie friend.
Might be his last friend.
Henry Jermick says, Book 38. In a world where Jonah Hex is average, it's a 6.
Jim Sorensen likes a little more than that. He gives this a 9.
Yay!
I hope his bear friend's better.
Let's
see. Oh!
Speak to me, Bill. So I think of Ted Nugent. Wow, Bill.
Let's see. Jim Sorensen gives us a 9. Ethereal Dragon says, which translates roughly into 8.
I'm going to clip that.
And MK, Monsters Inc. is way better than Cars. Cars is a retelling of a movie called Doc Hollywood. Yeah, anyway, there you go.
So it's still better than.
I think I like Cars. I mean, even Lion King. I like Lion King. I just don't think it's as good as everybody goes off on it.
Crazy, huh? It's the original one is better than the remake, though, right?
What?
Lion King.
The original is freaking
the animated is way better.
Good.
Yeah.
Crazy and Gary gives this a 10.
One Slick Dude gives it a 10.
Joe gives this a 10.
A bouncy 10.
You know what I need? Every time you do that, I need like the Family Feud goes.
That would be awesome, yes. Now he mentioned the car is really similar to Doc Hollywood. It's exactly the same story. It really is.
Yeah, but,
It's not bad. Look, I enjoyed Cars. I'm not saying it's a bad movie. It's just I watched it and I went, wait a second. I've seen this before. It's Doc Hollywood.
But there's no naked cars, though.
It has a story.
That's true. They're missing
yeah.
You don't talk right away.
They're missing a hot car coming out of a lake and naked, yes. All right. I think that's all the scores. So what do we got? We've got
Michael Taylor.
Raise
this to a 10. It's better than an 8.
And I did that. We have 16171819. We've got 10 tens, ladies and gentlemen. All right.
Oh, good. This bear
Jonah Hex looks like me when I wake up. I'm drunk, and then people are trying to attack me.
Okay, let me get this down here. And what we got is 6 10s, 4 9s, and 2 8s. All right. Fun times.
Good night, One Slick.
Have a good night, One Slick. Take care and be safe. Oh, and 1 7. So we have an obvious issue number 13. And so I guess let's figure out what is number 14 and 13. Okay. 8. There we go. Here you go. And let me pop up those 8s just if I can remember what they looked like. We had Haas Cartwright.
It's good. It's gorilla arm and meatball.
Yep, gorilla arm. And then we had the Indian kicking him off the cliff. And the weird hand. Yes. All right. What is your favorite, RDV?
I was saying it looks like Mr. Roper with the hat on, killing a Jack Stripper. That first one. Man, I'm going with the first one.
All right. How about you, Amy?
Yeah, I'll go with the first one too.
I have to agree with you. I don't particularly even care for the layout of the second cover, and the hand just makes it that much. Nah. All right. Joe says 1 as well. It is so hot tonight. Same here. We called in to have our air conditioning fixed, and they went,
oh
no.
Really?
Yeah, they came in. They said there's nothing wrong with it. I said, horse shit. It's not blowing air into our rooms. And they're, yeah, it is. It's just hot outside. You know what? Fuck yourselves.
Just do people? It's like Florida air conditioners. Are they like built differently because it gets hot?
Oh yeah. They bring in air conditioners like this big. Like no, in Florida we have a basement. We have this floor. We have the top floor for a thing like this. The air conditioning has to be as fat as me and at least half my size tall.
So it sounds like they're just giving you a 1 bedroom for a house.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
those are different sizes. Yeah. Mm-hmm. And most places have central air now. They don't even have window units. And if they have a window unit, it's
no, I want to get a window unit. But
you have to. They're not going to give you an air conditioning.
If they're not, because they gave us the tiniest little old mother freaking. Yeah.
Oh, I am so sorry.
Okay, hold on just a sec. We have 3, and then I got the first one. I need to continue this. Yeah, Joe says 1. Michael Taylor says 1. Darth Cato says 2. All right.
Cato, he said I hit the wrong number.
Steven Spock says 1. The 8's 1, says Henry. And Desert Rose says 1. And then MK says, how about Toy Story 2 versus Lion King? Toy Story 2 is one of the best Pixar movies ever made. 1 for the 8's. I'm about to call the Mercy Rule. Jim says 1. So does Crazy Hungarian. It's 1. I mean, we're 10-2 right now.
No, everyone said 1 because Cato actually meant 1.
Alrighty, there we go. Here's the 9's, and we have 4 covers. Give me just a second, and I'll show them off to you. One.
A man sitting down. A man versus a bear, or kind of bear. We got the guy in the quicksand, and then we got up a cliff.
Okay, let's see. 999. Yep, that's the first one. Alrighty, and then the second one. And then book 2. Nope, book 2.
That's a lot of yellow.
Yep.
And then here's book 4. Alrighty, I need your favorite and least favorite of the 9's. What do you say, RDV?
3 is my favorite. 1 is the worst.
Okay, 3 and 1. How about you, Amy?
Oh, the second one's my favorite. I love the comic bear.
Okay.
And my least favorite? Yeah, I think I'll go with 1 too.
Alrighty, I'm a bit opposite of you on 1. That's my favorite. Is
really? Okay.
Yeah, nope. Actually, I'm gonna take that back. I'm gonna go with book 3 as my favorite, and book 4 is my least favorite. Alrighty, let's go to the chat. And Joe is saying 2 is best, 4 is worst. Alrighty. And then we have Jim saying 1 is best, 2 is worst. Next up, we have Ethereal, 3 and 1. Okay, Darth Cato says 3 and 4. And then we have 3 and 2 from Steven Spock. 3 and 2. And then we have Desert Rose saying 2 and 1. Of course, the woman chose the bear. Yeah, okay, I see where he's going with that. 2 is best, 4 is worst for Michael Taylor. All righty. And the 9's. Muddy Oasis is the best. Book 3. Pixel Finger's the worst. Book 4. All right. Are you okay?
There
Oh,
was
let's do this. Yeah. Then. All righty. So let's ratio this one, and we have a clear loser in book 4. So it's just gonna stay there.
Okay.
This got 5 negatives, no positives. Next up, the next clear loser was book number 1. One of my favorites. Anyway.
One of your favorites.
And then we have these 2 left, the bear and the quicksand. And one had 3 positives, one had 6 positives, one had 2 negatives, one had no negatives. And the quicksand wins. So now we have book 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7. Let's go
Hey,
6
bear.
through 1. All righty. There we go. Okay, so what did we have here? The 10s. We had book 1, or issue 26, issue 27. All righty, we got to go. Oh, issue 28 even made the 10s. Next up was issue 31. And then issue number 35. And finally, the final one, issue number 38. All righty. I need to mark these down. 10. Okay, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. RDV, what is your favorite and least favorite of the 10s?
All righty. Number 1 is my favorite.
All right.
Least favorite.
These are all good.
I know.
Oh yeah.
The 10, you know what? Sometimes you look, I guess maybe I would move them the quicksand up, but
Yeah,
I think all of the 10s are all of the books that needed to be there.
4 is my least favorite because, like I said, it's not even his face anymore. There's no scar. It's just some random guy. It's Shaggy.
I think, yeah. I think I agree with you. I'll put that as my least, and
I can't unsee the guy.
I've got to go with the mirror. I got the same. I'm agreeing with RDV. How about you, Amy?
What happened to Shaggy? Was he in 7th?
No, Shaggy is the worst of them.
Huh. Oh, okay. Well, my favorite is very definitely. Wait, now I have to count them. 1, 2.
There's only 6.
Yes, 6. Least favorite. Like I said, there's not a bad one here. Maybe 4.
All right. Let's go to the chat. And Darth Kato was saying 1 is the favorite, 3 is the least favorite. Thanks, Sean. You're welcome. I'm trying to do that every time now. 1 and 4 from Steven Spock. And we have 4 and 2 from Jim Sorensen. And then we have 1 and 3 from the crazy Hungarian. That crazy Hungarian.
Hungarian.
The Sopranos are after him. Run. Okay, so we have Desert Rose with 6 and 1. And then we have Joe with 6 and 4. And let's see. Desert or Ethereal Dragon is saying 6 and 5. And let's see. The better movie, Edward Scissorhands versus A Nightmare Before Christmas. A Nightmare Before Christmas. And 2 favorite and 3 least favorite. All right.
Anything is better than Edward Scissorhands.
And Michelle Pfeiffer is not attractive, right? I get it.
No, dude. Edward Scissorhands came on like back when we used to have like movies on the 90s.
Yeah.
And it starts off with that freaking thing. I had no idea. So there's no I didn't have a TV guide. So, and of course I did not have cable, so I had no idea what the heck I was watching.
Hey, Ashley, very important question. Nightmare Before Christmas or Edward Scissorhands? There you go. All right.
Ugh.
You don't like Nightmare Before Christmas?
No, Edward Scissorhands. I'm just
he doesn't like it. I like Edward Scissorhands, but Nightmare Before Christmas.
The houses, how they look like that, you can tell.
I love it.
You can tell a Tim Burton movie. But I was just like,
well, it's supposed to show you how normal everything is. How
nobody looked normal though. That's the point, though.
All right, it's no. Okay, so Henry, the 10s, 3 is best, and 6 is worse.
Christmas has cool music.
Yes,
Yeah,
it does.
it's a great Halloween movie.
All righty. And let's see, not four. Okay, let me get the stop, and let's find out what is going to the bracket fights. All right, we're getting pretty close to the end of the season here, as a matter of fact. Okay, do we have a clear loser on this one? We do. And that is book number 4. Wow, I didn't think that was so bad. But
Well, I mean, none of them are bad.
I'm going off by his face in most of the books. Okay, which one does he
one,
actually have his
one
face
positive and 5 negatives. And then the next one had 1 positive and 4 negatives. And that's the sunburn. There we go.
Okay.
And then what do we got? What do you talk? You can pick. You can talk.
Michael
You
Taylor
can
says you missed his score.
what was Michael Taylor's score?
1 and 3.
1 and 3. Let's see if it changes anything here. All right. 1 and 3. Oh, we got a tie. But they're there anyway. All righty. Yeah, they are there anyway. And then we have 1 and 2. And then we have book 5. Book 5 was the woman. And she goes there. And then between the two of these, you have one with 4 positives, one with 6 positives. The one with 4 positives has 1 negative. And ladies and gentlemen, it stays how it is, with 6 being number 2 and number 1 being number 1 with 7 positives and no negatives. That is a clear-cut winner right there, my friends. There you go.
It's the whole mirror effect, everything.
Yep.
And he has a scar.
Yeah. And he's got the crazy eye. It's this is JONAH HEX. So
it's on the wrong side of his face. That would have been so easy to have forgotten.
Yeah.
And like technically you just drew a window, not a mirror. Like, oh, they got it.
Alrighty, but there you go. This one is joining the bracket fight covers. We are at episode number 14. By the way, there is only one more episode to this season because we already did Teen Titans 2 seasons ago. Alrighty. So I'll come up with another one for tomorrow, and then you guys can have a whole season to. You guys could even coordinate if you want. Because if I remember correctly, I think we've done. Hold on, let me check. Let me look what we've got here. Amy, you guys picked Katie Keene, and if I remember,
They have the fake bands.
the fake band. So that's 2. Yeah, so you have 2. So you have 6 more videos, and you have 8 videos, Amy. So left. So yeah. So you guys have 14 videos between. 14 videos between the 2 of you. If y'all want to come up with an entire month of animated, the DCs, the whatever.
Like I said,
and of course, you wanted to do your particular favorite cover, so there you go.
Like I said, I'll let the girls choose theirs first. Whatever they don't choose, I'll choose mine because then,
All right, that's a great cover, though. All right,
it is. I said, and it's so simple because they had mirrors like that and back in the day.
Right.
Guy walks in behind you, and you see his reflection, and then it's just like. And I love the fact that remember the scar is on his right side, so reflection looks like his left. The reflection
that was done. That was done particularly well.
And then not only that, you have the shadow on the wall where he's standing behind him. It's also captured in the reflection. So.
Person really played that out well.
You know who would be actually? I just thought about it. He's old enough now. Kurt Russell.
For what? Oh, JONAH HEX.
Yeah.
JONAH HEX is Kurt Russell's actually too old for JONAH HEX now.
Are you see how old he was in the Batman animated series? He's going bald.
If you want to play him as an old man, but yeah, Kurt Russell, God bless him, is in his late 60s, maybe early 70s.
We'll just give it the Clint Eastwood.
Yeah, okay.
And then it will be a bait and switch, It'll be Jenny Hex.
All right. Okay, so I'll figure something out for tomorrow, and then on Friday I need Ethereal Dragon. I need his month. On Friday tomorrow will be something, and then on Friday we'll do our bracket fights, and then on Sunday we'll start Ethereal Dragon month. So there you go. Alrighty, 2 of them. And let's see, that would be...
It was a nice selection of books.
Episode 15. Yeah, it was pretty good.
Ethereal Dragon, I thought you had June was your month. Hey.
Well, no, it's season. It's let's go by seasons, not months, because I can't do the show that night. It's it'll push it, and if we just say seasons, it's whenever it goes. Yeah.
The scar is on the wrong side if that is a window, but since it's a mirror, it's on the correct side.
Yes.
Yep.
How about Timothy? What's his face from Die Hard? For Timothy Oliphant playing, that would be a good. Yes, that's a good selection. Timothy Oliphant would make for a good one. Do you know who I would do? Actually, he's got a TV show now on HBO Max. I forget his name, but he was in Lost. The blonde-haired guy,
Sawyer.
Sawyer, yeah, the guy who played Sawyer.
Josh Holloway.
There you go. That would be who I would cast.
I always said that he should have been Gambit instead of Taylor Kirch.
That's not a bad casting of him either. But as far as Jonah Hex, I think he could do it. I think he could do it pretty good.
Nice.
Eastwood's 99 years old. He is far too old for Jonah Hex. His Jonah Hex days would have been right after the character was introduced. Right before or after he did his Dirty Harry movie.
Well, he turned it down in 1989.
Yeah.
They tried to get him for Jonah Hex. They also tried to get him for Batman Beyond. He didn't want to do either one of those. He said, I don't want to do any comic book movies.
No. I'm sure it hurt his career, Yeah. Clint Eastwood is the last. I mean, people say Tom Cruise. I'm sorry, but Clint Eastwood's still around. And Clint Eastwood wields power in Hollywood. Sometimes he wields it evil, because he had this girlfriend who was in some of her movies. She was in Outlaw Josie Wales, as a matter of fact. Bronco Billy, which I loved. Her name was Sandra Locke, and when Sandra Locke broke up with Clint Eastwood, he made phone calls to make sure she never worked in Hollywood again. So. Yeah, he was a bit of a dick. Cavill's Warner Brothers. By the way, this is what Warner Brothers does. They go, okay, we're going to make a movie about Power Man, Luke Cage. Okay, well, they probably wouldn't do it for this. Who's popular? And then they would just throw all the popular names out. At a point in time, Jack Black was considered for Green Lantern, not because he was actually being considered, but they throw a whole bunch of names up of everybody who's popular. Now, if we do get Jack Black, can we make Green Lantern a comedy? And that's Warner Brothers. That's why I've been saying Warner Brothers for my entire life has been screwing up the DC IP, because they don't bother to read the books of the movies that they're making.
Well, as I said,
not the other way around.
Tom Cruise should have been Hal Jordan. Not over there. Not whoever they're going to put in there now.
I thought Nathan Fillion should have been Hal Jordan myself.
Well, they made him Guy Gardner.
I know. Guy Gardner, Joel McHale.
He seems like a very different kind of Guy Gardner.
Joel Osteen.
Yeah, I almost said, but Joel McHale I thought would have been a perfect Guy Gardner for the guy who was in Community, and he was also in Stargirl, played Starman. I think he would have been perfect for Guy Gardner.
Nice.
But I would have cast Nathan Fillion as Green Lantern myself. But
That'd been cool.
yeah, Josh Hartnett's got a bit of a comeback.
Fat
Well,
pig.
I think I'm going to go and try to find some sleep from somewhere.
Me too.
But
I
this
am.
is great, guys. Oh, look,
tired.
we're almost at hour 3. No, 2?
Hour 2.
No,
We're on. Yeah,
hour
we're almost
3.
to hour 2.
No, we're in hour 3 because we
Yeah.
'Cause
5. All right. Then
All righty, kids. You guys have a great time. Thank you very much for
to
hanging
hour
out.
3.
Tomorrow,
good night, and welcome to
I-
hour 3.
I looked at all the stuff that I've already gathered covers for. Tomorrow is going to be Alex Ross miniseries. We have Kingdom Come, we have Marvels, and we have Terminator Burning Earth. So join us for that. Should be a good time. All right. And with that, thank you very, very much for watching. Have a good night.
Good night, everyone.